So here are a couple comments from a pro-choice man suggesting that it is only pro-life people who think abortion is more controversial than removing a tumor, and that pro-choice people as a whole do not view abortion as killing a child. We have some common ground here. I think most pro-choice people do not think abortion is the same as killing a child. But there are two important counterpoints. First of all, even though many pro-choice people don't see abortion as killing a child, it doesn't follow that they think it's no more controversial than having a tumor removed. The second counterpoint is that there are pro-choice people, including people who have gotten abortions, who view abortion as killing children. I'm going to show you several examples. These are all from the Instagram account for Shout Your Abortion. I'm not pretending all the stories on the Shout Your Abortion account are like these ones. There are plenty of stories on that account of women who had no regret and no emotional controversy, and they were just glad they were able to get abortions. However, it's a mistake to suggest that it is only pro-lifers who view abortion as killing children, and I'm going to show you a bunch of examples of pro-choice women who got abortions who view it the same way. Here's an example of a woman who had no support for her pregnancy, and so she went to get an abortion and cried during the procedure. Here's a woman who said that despite everything being totally normal, I still think about the experience and grieve to this day. I still cry and still feel intense grief even a year and a half later. A woman who says that 2 years after her abortion, I still talk to the soul in my head, sometimes apologizing, and sometimes just to talk and tell them I love them. This woman says, I made the most difficult decision I have ever made and will ever make. I wanted this child. I am sad about it, I wonder what could have been, and it breaks my heart. Here's a woman who struggled to figure out how to process a loss she felt like she was not allowed to feel until she privately held a funeral. This woman says when she woke up from the surgery, she bawled her eyes out. She will be healing from this for the rest of her life, and she wonders what her son or daughter could have looked like. This woman says, nobody warned me about the grief and loss I would feel afterwards. I have cried every day since, and it's so confusing and overwhelming. This woman says as soon as she was pregnant, she felt connected. She really misses her baby. She likes to talk about the baby, look at photos, and she even created a candle printed out with the ultrasound scan. These were some of the comments under that last story saying, I mourned heavily for the first 7 years. Some days I don't know how I will carry on. I did have to grieve the loss of my baby. No one talks this way about removing tumors. I get that you don't think it's a child, and that's fine. We disagree. But you don't speak for all pro-choice people. You don't even speak for all people who get abortions. It might surprise you, but it's not just pro-life people who think this is more controversial than removing a tumor. And it's not just pro-life people who think that abortion kills valuable human beings. Maybe have a little bit more humility and respect for how serious this is for a lot of women.